Have you ever wondered that when a cruise ship sets out on its long journey, it can take several weeks or even months to reach its destination? The first challenge is water. Seawater is extremely salty, yet thousands of people on board need clean drinking water every day. Initially, the ship relies on large tanks filled with fresh water, but once that runs low, advanced technologies like reverse osmosis and flash evaporation filter seawater, removing salt and impurities to make it safe for drinking, cooking, and bathing. Then comes waste. A ship produces tons of garbage daily, and if unmanaged, it could overflow or even affect the ship's weight. That's why every cruise has an advanced waste treatment plant. Waste is processed and discharged.
Have you ever wondered why we still add steel bars to concrete, even though concrete already seems super hard? The reason is that concrete can handle pressure well, but it's actually very brittle and has poor tensile strength. In tests, regular concrete can take about 6 tons of pressure before suddenly cracking, with almost no warning. That's because it can resist compression, but not tension. But buildings don't just deal with pressure. They also have to handle pulling forces and shear stress. That's where steel comes in. It's strong under tension and flexible. When you combine it with concrete, you get reinforced concrete, which is much stronger. This combo can handle over 100 tons, and instead of breaking instantly, it cracks slowly, giving time for repairs. The benefit? You can replace the steel later if needed. Pre-stressed concrete can handle even more force and is perfect for long-span structures like bridges.
In rural America, this giant metal box is how people survive winter. Don't be fooled. It's not scrap metal. It's an outdoor wood boiler, and it's a powerhouse. It keeps the whole house warm and supplies hot water for showers, washing dishes, even cooking. One machine does it all. Here's how it works. Load it with wood, light it up, and the fire heats a massive water tank inside. That hot water runs through underground pipes straight into the house. Radiant floors, baseboard heaters, showers, it all works. Plus, the boiler has a thermostat to keep the water at the exact temperature you set. Hot water on demand, no sudden cold surprises. The best part? It saves money. A city household can spend thousands on gas and electric bills every winter. In rural areas, wood is basically free, which means heating costs drop close to zero. And since winters can last half the year, most families start stockpiling wood way back in the summer to stay ready. And it's not just America. In Europe, with gas supplies unstable and prices skyrocketing, more and more families are turning to wood boilers to get through freezing winters. Now picture this: snow falling outside.
Even when no one's playing, it still requires constant care and maintenance. Healthy grass is thick and dense, which traps air inside and must be released manually. During a game, players often damage the turf, so fresh patches are brought from other areas and carefully replanted. If dew stays on the grass too long, it can harm it, so it's cleared early every morning, sometimes using ropes for larger areas. When patches dry out, the soil is loosened and new seeds are sown, and whenever the ground becomes hard, machines punch small holes and fill them with soft soil and seeds to keep the course smooth, healthy, and perfectly playable.
In rural America, this giant metal box is how people survive winter. Don't be fooled. It's not scrap metal. It's an outdoor wood boiler, and it's a powerhouse. It keeps the whole house warm and supplies hot water for showers, washing dishes, even cooking. One machine does it all. Here's how it works. Load it with wood, light it up, and the fire heats a massive water tank inside. That hot water runs through underground pipes straight into the house. Radiant floors, baseboard heaters, showers, it all works. Plus, the boiler has a thermostat to keep the water at the exact temperature you set. Hot water on demand, no sudden cold surprises. The best part? It saves money. A city household can spend thousands on gas and electric bills every winter. In rural areas, wood is basically free, which means heating costs drop close to zero. And since winters can last half the year, most families start stockpiling wood way back in the summer to stay ready. And it's not just America. In Europe, with gas supplies unstable and prices skyrocketing, more and more families are turning to wood boilers to get through freezing winters. Now picture this: snow falling outside.
These stones were not needed by anyone, but this guy turned out to be a real genius because he figured out how to make money on unwanted scraps of the most beautiful stones. So when he first takes the discarded scraps, he first cuts a hole in the core and then with great care cuts all the unnecessary parts. But then he proceeds to the most difficult stage because now he cannot make a mistake, and he polishes the stone with perfect precision, first from the outside and then inside, to get a beautiful bowl. Give the master a like for his perfect work.
Do you need to water your bottle gourd cultivation land very quickly? Then tie a water-filled tank on your back.
After that, in front, this stick from which water is coming out through the handle below. Wherever you hold it, water will fall there in an easy manner. Have you ever seen sesame seeds being collected directly? Look, this woman is collecting sesame seeds to make edible oil, and the people of China very popularly use sesame oil for cooking. After making the oil, kale is produced, which is used as fodder for livestock.
This is the biggest secret cover for spies. This rock-shaped object is actually a high-tech boat, cleverly disguised to fool everyone. No one would ever suspect that it's more than a pile of stones. Spies use this brilliant design to sneak into any location undetected, making it one of the best-kept secrets in
Never make the
espionage.
mistake of throwing away old tires, because these tires are what save Brazilians thousands of dollars in expenses. Yes, they build tall walls using old tires and mud. Once the work is complete, they create eco-friendly fences. When cows return from grazing in the forest, they are kept in these fences. This way, the tires are recycled, and the cows are protected from wild animals at night. Commentators have dubbed this man's profession the most useless in the world, but they don't even know that this profession is more than 300 years old, yet they still started laughing at this man. The thing is, this guy works as a particularly important person who has access to secret documents, and his main task is to ensure that no one can open and steal the data when delivering important documents. But they laugh at him for a completely different reason. Initially, the man wraps the documents in a package, which he then covers with paper and affixes a large number of protective seals. People laugh at him because they believe that men should not work in such a job. Support this hard worker with a like and a subscription. 99.9% of people don't know how these people are saving millions by doing something simple. In Finland, bringing wood from the forest is no easy task, so people cut the logs, tie them with ropes, and let them float down the river. This way, the wood moves forward effortlessly. Because it stays in the water, it naturally absorbs moisture, no extra work needed. Later, this wood is used to build beautiful, luxurious homes that last for years. How smartly this man has designed this house. While working on this house, he created something no one could ever imagine: a secret underground room. It's so cleverly built that even the smartest thief, or even the police, would never be able to find it, because the door he designed doesn't look like a door at all. Once it's closed, it blends perfectly with the floor, leaving no clue that an entire hidden room lies beneath.
Japan literally turned eating noodles into a game. It's called Nagashi Somen. Ice-cold water rushes down a bamboo slide, carrying noodles with it. Your mission? Catch them mid-flow with chopsticks before they slip away. The cold stream makes them perfectly chilled and silky. Then you dip them into tsuyu, a soy dashi broth. Simple, refreshing, and pure summer joy.
Why are these people stretching such a big rope on the road and striking it? Actually, this is a technique used to draw a straight line on the road. Once the line is marked, they use it as a guide to paint on the road. The paint comes out like a spray from the machine, and some people also use machines that create lines with laser-like precision.
Unbelievable. You'll be amazed by the struggle of these women. Instead of selling cow dung in the fields, these women paste it on the walls of their enclosures. In the summer, it slowly dries and becomes fuel. Now, as the bitter cold sets in, these women use these dung cakes to light fires, cook food, and find relief from the cold. What was once useless has now become a support in their lives and kitchens.